What's up, guys? I'm back and I am pissed. I mean, actually pissed. Not like joking pissed, but like seriously pissed. Because what you're seeing here on your screen right now is the Palmia table, the prisoner of war missing in action table. It represents those who never returned home from foreign wars, were either held prisoner of war or remain missing in action because their remains could not be delivered back to the United States to give their family and loved ones closure. And you would think that this wouldn't cause too much of a stir for too many people, but it did for a group called the Military Religious Freedom Foundation, whose founder, Michael Weinstein, you see on your screen right now. This gentleman seems to have a problem with the Bible on the table. This person is the type of person who just thinks that the sheer existence of the Bible in the world is offensive to his senses. I am not religious. I do not follow any specific faith. I do not necessarily believe in any specific God. I've never read the Bible and I've never been to church. But I fully support anybody's right to practice any religious beliefs that they may have. In fact, I would die for that shit, and I've proven so by going overseas to defend people against persecution in Iraq and Afghanistan again and again. There are two types of people in the world. For some people, no matter how bad things are, they're still okay. And for people like Michael Weinstein, no matter how okay things are, they're still bad. Because if they're not wounded and their senses aren't offended, then they're not living. Hashtag stay offended. He has taken it upon himself to sue Naval Air Station Atsugi, Japan, to have them remove the Bible from the prisoner of war missing in action table. Let's hear it in his own words.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mikey Weinstein, and I'm the head guy here at the Military Religious Freedom Foundation. I'm going to try to keep this real short because we are in the middle of our mid-year appeal, and we need your help so that we can keep fighting in this brutal civil rights advocacy endeavor that we've been at now for many, many, many years. You know, with the January 6th insurrection, it's as if we suddenly became an overnight sensation with the media. They asked us, how could this happen? We've been talking about the dangers of fundamentalist Christian nationalism in our military for the better part of 20 years now. And the fact is that we are dealing with a situation that I tell all the folks in the media, we call it a mothership. And maybe you've seen our graphic that we're using with this mid-year appeal. The white supremacy, the hatred of racism, the hatred of misogyny and homophobia and transphobia, anti-Semitism, hatred of Islam, hatred of the Constitution. It comes from one mothership in this country, and that is fundamentalist Christian nationalism.
He gets off on this stuff. I don't know who he thinks he is to tell everybody what's what about this subject, but he's out there begging for money to continue on this righteous cause to have the Bible removed from the prisoner of war missing in action table. In his own words, this is not a move against Christianity, but one towards inclusivity. Not every sailor is a white, straight, Anglo-Saxon Christian male. Is what he's saying here the only Christians are white males? I feel like there's a lot of people out there who would go, no, sir, that is in fact not correct. If you are not a white male and you're a Christian, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Now, I am not religious, like I said. In formation, at my top secret unit, they would sometimes have prayers. And I would bow my head politely out of respect for the ceremony and enjoy what I know is the spirit, the intent of the prayer, which is to hope for everyone's safety and well-being. And reading right from the regulation here, the Bible on the prisoner of war missing in action table represents faith in a higher power and a pledge to our country founded as one nation under God. Now, I'm all for religious inclusivity. And if somebody wants to put a Torah or a Quran on the table as well, I don't think we should put up a big fight against that. And I do know that there are religious extremists out there who hate people for the way that they live their life. But I feel like you're really missing your mark, Mike, on the attack against the prisoner of war missing in action table when the Bible is not there to represent any one religion, but the power of faith that I'm pretty sure has gotten plenty of prisoners of war through that ordeal. Additionally, we have chaplains in the military who are supposed to be providing non-denominational services and mentorship and counseling for all service members of all backgrounds. Now, do they all do a great job? Are they all perfect? Absolutely not. But this attack on the idea of it, I don't think it's something I'm going to stand for. Mike, what is wrong with you and your foundation? Absolutely ridiculous. This is the type of person, like I said, who doesn't even believe their own bullshit. They're so full of it, they would switch on a dime to represent whatever the popular thing is that day. Like I said earlier, no matter how good things are, some people just have to be wounded to feel like they're living, and this is one of those people. Apparently, they've celebrated over 15 cases where they've had Bibles removed and symbols of Christianity removed. I am all for religious inclusivity too. But when you take it upon your mission to attack Christianity as a symbol of white supremacy, which makes literally no sense to me, considering that there's Christians of every race, gender, creed out there all around the world, gay, straight. In Iraq, there are lots of Christians. So I don't know where you get this idea that everybody who's a Christian is a white male who wants to overthrow the government of the United States. It's absolutely ludicrous.
There's other extremist aspects of religion. There's extreme Judaism, extreme Islam, Salafist Islam. There's extreme atheism, but they don't control the reins of power in this country, and especially where all the nuclear weapons are, the conventional weapons, the laser-guided weapons, and the drones, which is our U.S. military. We need your help to fight it.
What the fuck are you talking about? Are you saying that because we have weapons of mass destruction at our hands, people are going to use the power of Christianity to slay any, I assume, non-white dude? What the fuck are you talking about, Mike? What is wrong with you? What is the intention behind that statement that you just made? What are you saying? Explain what you just said. It makes no goddamn sense.
Every day we fight it every night. Please take a look at this appeal. You'll look at something that was remarkable that came in yesterday. A brief statement that kind of rocked our worlds from a retired full colonel, Christian, I stress Christian chaplain, United Methodist chaplain, full colonel in the Army, who made it very clear in his statement that he supports us, that what we're dealing with is the issues are real. In fact, they're devastating, and that we have he stands behind us as much as he can, and that we are spot on with everything that we're saying. So when I talk about the fact that the dangers of out of control extremist fundamentalist Christianity inextricably intertwined into our military is not just a mere problem, issue, or challenge. It's a national security threat. Look at January 6th. You can do something to help. You don't have to be on the...
Now, if I could try to, for 1 second, get on board with what he's saying, I don't like it when I hear about people going to like homosexual rehabilitation camps to be brainwashed into becoming straight, and people be using religion to speak out against all kinds of issues. I don't like that either. And I don't think the United States should be governed by Christian ideals all the time. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad and don't make any sense. And I don't support them in many cases. But where you lose me is here. When you go after the prisoner of war missing in action table and say we have to remove the Bible from it, have you asked any prisoners of war what they think about that? Is there a single POW who represents this cause, who stands for this cause, who is behind this? If there is, show me and I'm happy to listen to their explanation of why. But so far, they can't present one. It's just a bunch of people who need something to fucking cry about because they're fucking crybaby bitches.
Lines. You don't have to be exposed and have your name and your family exposed and vulnerable like we do here. That's what we do. That's our business. We're prepared for this stuff. I like to talk about a quote from a great art patron, a famous man in the turn of the 19th century. His name was James Ruskin. His quote is a great one, which says, "What you believe, know, and understand is pretty much of little consequence, because in the end, the only thing that matters is what you do. We need money to keep fighting, to stay in this fight."
That shit doesn't make any sense. I bet this guy wakes up every morning and goes for a walk looking for Bibles and crosses so he can say about how his feelings are hurt. He goes out of his way to find things to be butthurt about. So his butt must hurt really bad all the time. In fact, I'm shocked to see him even sitting down when his butt must be sore from all the butt hurt he's been all goddamn day long. Mike, relax. Let people have their things. What is even your background anyway? What gives you the right to be the hero for this cause? Because you've had a few complaints? Is it hard keeping track of all the emails you've had to create to leave comments on your own page about the great work that you're doing? It must be. I hope your LastPass account is nice and juiced up and ready to go in your browser, so you don't have to remember all these different passwords and emails.
The country is in a lot of trouble. You can see it every day and every night. So what you can do is to make a tax-deductible donation to keep us fighting. A famous man that is famous to me once said that we don't run on chocolate sauce, and we don't. Make the donation.
What are you talking about? We don't run on chocolate sauce. Send money now.
Help us fight. That is something that you can do. That's my recommendation in following James Ruskin's quote. something that you can do, as opposed to the fact that you may believe, know, and understand that we're right. And just like that chaplain, Colonel James D., first initial D, we didn't use his full name, supporting and validating everything that we're doing. When I talk about the mothership of hatred and racism and everything else, it stems from fundamentalist Christianity, not Christianity as...
Who hurt you, bro? I mean, who hurt you? Who attacked you? What happened in your life? Who broke your heart? What chaplain wasn't there for you? I want to know, where did all this hate spawn from? What are you so mad about, bro?
Over 95% of our over 74,000 military clients are Christians. We have over 630 people, paid and volunteer, who work here. They're Christians. Half my own family are Christians. We're talking about what are known as dominionists, or again, fundamentalist Christian nationalists. So again, I gave you a good suggestion of something that you could do, following the James Ruskin quote of not just know, think, and understand and believe, but something you can do to fight. Arm us, make the donation, keep us out there fighting. Thank you everyone for listening to this video.
Listen guys, if you like this content, send money my way. Instead of sending it to the MRFF, join this channel, become a member. Check out the Patreon link in the description down below. If you join as Elite Patron for $10 a month on your second month membership, I'm gonna send you a free t-shirt. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, and if you like content like this is the last military and veteran channel you ever have to subscribe to. All the links to the ways you can support the channel are in the description down below. If you guys think this guy's as crazy as I do, drop it in the comments. If you think that I'm totally wrong, hey, drop it in the comments too. I'd love to hear from you. With all that being said, I need to go relax and have a beer. I will talk to y'all soon. That's the Scuttlebutt. What's up, guys? Thanks for watching that video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and hit that subscribe button up in the corner here and check out this next video. If you want, in the description down below, there's links where you can get ScuttleButt Show merch and find out how you can support the channel. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to talking to you guys very soon.